Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. As you can see, I am still in this studio because we've just finished fan cams, the watch along, all that good stuff. So make sure you're heading over to Stretford Paddock for the fan cam with myself and Andy Tate, myself on my own. We had the watch along, we had Joe, and who was on the review with Joe? Alex and Ronaldo, I think. Alex and Ronaldo were on that. So make sure you're going and checking that out over on Stretford Paddock when we're finished here, because it looks like Steve has gone absolutely AWOL. Whoa. What do we have here? But anyway, I'm here. We're back. We're here to talk about Manchester United Copenhagen. United winning 1-0 after extra time today, which was a result that obviously takes us through to the last four, the semi-finals of the Europa League, in a position where we should be in. Coming up against Copenhagen today, we all expected Manchester United to be winning. We all thought United would win it comfortably and within 90 minutes. That obviously didn't happen. United didn't win it comfortably. We didn't win it in 90 minutes. And it was a frustrating game. It went into extra time, a place where we never expected Copenhagen to take us. It was squeaky along the way. I mean, they had their chances in the first half. They didn't have a shot on target. But they had so many moments where the ball comes across the goal, across the 6-yard box. Someone could have a shot, passes it on, creating havoc in our defence. And they did it on a number of occasions, and fair play to them. They did well today, the Copenhagen. But we've got to remember, this is the biggest competition, biggest place of a European competition they've been in. They've never been to the quarterfinals of a competition. They're coming up against Manchester United. It's a huge game for them. It's the biggest game of some of their lives. Of course they were going to turn up for this. Of course they were going to be at it. But the thing for United is we've got to deal with that. We've got to slap these teams back onto the back foot and put them under pressure. And today we failed to do that. We had a very, very strong team today. We had Romero in goal, our usual goalkeeper. We had in defence Wan-Bissaka, Williams. First choice left back and right back. I know Luke Shaw played a lot, but let's be real, Williams and Wan-Bissaka have played regularly this season. Maguire and Bailly in that centre-half, that's my preferred centre-half partnership. When you're looking at Bailly, I think he should be the one that's playing. But when you looked at the way they started the game, they all looked poor, they all looked shaky, they all looked like they could get got at. And I think the main reason for that was Nemanja Matic was not playing in front of them. Nemanja Matic was not playing in that DM position. It was Fred. Now Fred is more of an 8 than he is of a 6. He's not going to be able to hold that position for you as good as Nemanja Matic. And I feel every single time Nemanja Matic is taken out of this team, we miss him. It's so evident. It's so evident that Nemanja Matic is not in our side. There's a massive gaping hole whenever he's not there. And I think the centre-halves miss that as well. Because what you'll see happen an awful lot is Nemanja Matic will sit in between those centre-halves, provide them some solidity, allow the full-backs to push on, allow the other midfielders to come and collect the ball off him. And it brings some structure. It brings some, like I said, solidity, some defensive shape and awareness there. And as soon as you bring Fred into that position, and he's someone that's looking to pick the ball up in more advanced positions, you then have your defence and the shape all over the place. There's a big gap and there's a big hole there. And I felt that really affected us today. Fred coming in for Nemanja Matic. The thing with Fred and McTominay is they were excellent last season. I say last season, I mean this season, but the first half of this season, they were excellent up until, Bruno came in and even around that time. But since we've got Pogba and Matic back into the side, they haven't been great. And we need them to improve. We need them to be better. We need Fred to be able to play that DM role a little bit better. McTominay to play that DM role a little bit better. Otherwise, we're going to have to buy someone and sell them. Because they're not going to get Pogba and Bruno's positions on a regular basis. They're not going to do that. They don't score enough goals. They don't get enough assists to be able to do them roles. So you're going to have to show something in a defensive position in that holding midfielder role. And I don't think either of them do that enough. And today it was Fred's turn to play there. And I don't think he played well enough. I thought in the first half our best player was probably Paul Pogba. He didn't have a great game by any stretch of the imagination. But I thought in terms of getting the ball, giving the ball on, doing all those kind of things, he did it. Bruno had a quiet game, a quiet 90 minutes. But guess what? He got the winner for Manchester United. He scored the penalty. And he gets Manchester United into the next round. And he'll be rightly remembered for that. But again, today he had a quiet game. Our front three, particularly in the first half, were very poor. Rashford, Martial. I don't think Rashford had his best game today. I don't think Martial did either, although in extra time and in the second half he definitely got livelier and got more involved in the game and obviously won the penalty which helped us win the game. But I thought Martial had a quiet game today. He should have, maybe could have had 2, 3, 4 goals. Some excellent runs in the second half and in extra time to get through on goal. But he didn't take his chances, and we need to see Martial taking those chances. So far, his finishing hasn't been a problem for us, but we need to see him taking those chances when he is in front of goal like that, because we usually count on him to do that. But I thought the first half, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood weren't great. I know Greenwood had that goal, which was disallowed for offside. It was a fantastic goal. But then in the second half, they really picked up. I thought Martial he grew into the game as the game came along, and some of the runs was outstanding. Outstanding, but you've got to get the finish. You've got to get the finish. It's as simple as that. And look, first half, Copenhagen with a better team. We could have gone in 1-0 up. It was offside. Second half, maybe could have scored. Rashford was offside. He had a goal disallowed for offside from a Mason Greenwood shot which hit the post. And we created other opportunities which we should have taken, but we didn't. But I thought, in the end, I only ever felt there was one team going to go through. I never really felt scared of Copenhagen going through. I kind of felt it was just them being, as you'd expect, up for it. They were up for it in a Champions League game. They were up for it in the final. They were in the quarter-final. They were up for it in the Europa League. They want to win this competition. But ultimately, the best team won on the day. And even though if we didn't deliver with the performance, or we didn't deliver as we usually expect from Manchester United, we got there in the end, you know what I mean? So let's not panic too much. But we have to improve these performances for the games against Wolves or Sevilla in the next round. And then if you get to the final against Inter Milan or Shakhtar or Basel, you have to be performing a lot better. But I thought today the key to winning the game was Juan Mata. He's got the most assists for Man United in the Europa League. As soon as he came on, he was picking up those positions and he was linking the pass. That's what Bruno failed to do today. His passing wasn't good enough. But Juan Mata's was. He found Martial straight away. Martial should have scored, didn't score, and that was a problem. And then he found Martial again. Martial gets brought down for the penalty. I would like to see Martial demanding more penalties as my number 9. But if you want to keep going without demanding them, that's fair enough. And if Bruno's going to put them away, who are we to complain about that? So in the end, job done. It was a little bit squeaky than we expected. It wasn't as comfortable, and there wasn't as many Man United goals as we expected. But it's job done. And that's all you want in a quarter-final. You want to be in the last 4, and we are in the last 4. We still need to perform better than this going forward, though. That's for sure. Let us see what you guys are saying in the comments. Make sure you're hitting that like button, commenting, sharing, subscribing. I was going to post this video as an upload, but I thought, while I'm here, let me do it live. Save me having to edit a video and save me after doing all that stuff. So we've got it here right now. I can see some of your comments coming in. Sean Ralph saying Juan Mata was crucial in extra time. Thought Wan-Bissaka played better second half. That block was crucial, says Ross. Pogba isn't a DM. He is a box-to-box. Who's calling him a DM? Pogba is nowhere near being a DM. Addict says Pogba was a beast, the best on the pitch. We won, but the performance wasn't the best. Thomas says biggest game of their lives. They did well, did Copenhagen, and I think we have to agree with that as well. Williams was excellent tonight, says John. Who was Alex's man of the match, though, John? Let us know who ours man of the match was. Yeah, we always want to know that. Copenhagen goalkeeper was crazy, says Ilya, and I agree with that too. Rashford looks kind of lost without Shaw, says Soyang. I don't agree with that, but I thought he had a bad game today. He wasn't amazing, but he does say Tony was mint. And I think Tony had a bad first half. Let's not lie. Let's not protect him. All these players deserve to be criticised when they have a bad game or whatever, but he grew into the game. And that's the difference. There's times when Martial maybe would have felt sorry for himself. His head would have dropped. He would have thought, what am I doing? I need to get a performance out of me, but it's not coming, and just gone into his shell more and more and more. But Anthony Martial actually showed a bit of experience, a bit of maturity, a bit of, I'll take responsibility for my own performance. Let me try and do something here. And I think those runs where he was skinning the defence, all he had to do was get the finish away. And Andy was saying it like, Messi knows how to do those runs, but he knows the perfect time to release the ball and release the shot for that goal. Whereas Martial just needs to do that. Now his finishing is usually sublime. We know his finishing is usually sublime. But today it wasn't, and he should have had 2, maybe 3 goals. Nevertheless, my man of the match was Juan Mata anyway. I thought Juan Mata was excellent. And Alex says Martial was man of the match. So me and Alex not agreeing today. I gave my man of the match to Alex's mate, Juan Mata, and he gave his man of the match to my mate Anthony Martial. What's going on there? Let's turn up for the books. Anyway, Guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're hitting that like button, you're commenting, you're sharing, you're subscribing, and all that good stuff. Help us hit 90k subs. We've just hit 80,000, so if you get subscribing, we'll hit that target soon as well. And make sure you're keeping it locked. Like the video on your way out, and make sure you're clicking the button to subscribe to subscribe to Stretford Paddock, which is in the description below. And you can head over there and check out their fan cams and all that as well. But thank you for tuning in. Make sure you're keeping it locked. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I have been AdamMcKola. United are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We're having a laugh. See you in a bit.